All right, what is up, guys? So today we made about $696 across three accounts here. This is the TradeSync P&L. So I'm just going to do a quick trade recap from today. So pre-market, these are the levels that I had marked out. As you can see, we dumped like 1,000 points here overnight. So typically, I'm already going to be leaning towards not taking a trade on days like that because I can already expect that the market's going to be choppy and it's not going to want to deliver cleanly to where I want to go. Today it was a little bit different. I got a good entry, so I was willing to take a trade. But this is just one caution you want to look out for. When the market moves a crazy amount of points overnight, you're typically going to consolidate after that in the New York AM session. So the levels I had marked out was this sell side level, which I really didn't want to short to because, again, we already dumped 1,000 points and we're so deep in discount. I don't really want to be taking a short even if that does play out. The first buy side draw I had marked was this 1 hour high. So this was the first target that I wanted to see hit. And then we had London high and then Asia high. This is how you can tell the market dumped so many points because you have Asia high way up here. It's crazy. Usually it's like pretty close to London high, but when you see such a big gap here, that's how you know. Dropping into the 5 and 15 minute, I wasn't really seeing super clean displacement towards any obvious draw. We kind of had these two conflicting draws, like I said. We did have this nice low resistance liquidity buy side that I wanted to get ran. So because we were in this 1 minute range, I wanted to see price break out of this and then get some sort of retracement and then displacement towards our draw and liquidity here. So it's pretty choppy at market open, not a lot of displacement towards any draws. And then right here, we tapped into this 15-minute bearish gap. So I wanted to see the type of reaction we were going to get off this and whether or not that was going to take us to this sell side level down here that I mentioned before, or if we were going to kind of displace through it and then target this buy side 1 hour high. So at this point, we start breaking out of this 1 minute range. We get a retracement into this 1 minute fair value gap. And then now I'm just waiting for a strong displacement candle. And that's what we got right here. At this point, you might be asking yourself, all right, I would not be looking for any sort of trade within this. This is obviously not that deep retrace and V-shaped reaction that we're looking for, right? But once we got this displacement candle right here, this told me everything I needed to see. Price came down. And then when you get such a strong reaction like this, a displacement candle that's literally like 90 points in one candle, this is the confirmation I need to tell me that price is going to continue higher. So I enter right here just before the candle closed, like a few seconds before the candle closes, got a little bit of a better entry. And now I was targeting that 1 hour high buy side that we marked out before right here. So we also had this low resistance liquidity, like I said, and then this was kind of that major 15-minute high that I'm looking for price to hopefully flush through. But if it starts to stall, then I'd be willing to sell here. Price pretty much flushed right up, and then we smacked the draw on liquidity right after that. This was honestly a really nice trade, and it was all because of this displacement candle right here. Pretty choppy pre-market, not the most confirmation here. But then once I saw this displacement candle, I'm totally willing to enter. We put our stop below this swing low here. Price shouldn't retrace to here after a displacement candle like this unless the draw on liquidity is wrong. And that's exactly what happened. We pumped up and then we took that draw on liquidity buy side. So it was a pretty clean day today. I didn't trade yesterday because I was away. So this was my first trade of the week. And it's obviously always good to start the week off like that. So if you guys want my displacement model checklist that tells you all the steps you need from pre-market all the way up until when you're going to be executing your trade, you can access that in the link below. There's also a link to join my free Discord down there as well, where you can access more of my education. I post my trade recaps in there as well as my completely free trading journal template, all in the link in the description below. So if you're interested in that, check it out. With that being said, we'll see you guys in the next one.